Hi there guys, this is Chris Coney speaking. Welcome to today's episode of the Cryptoverse. As you can probably imagine, I'm still on the road. I am traveling back to my hometown today, but I wanted to get a little video out to speak to you because I like speaking to you, okay? Now, I'm gonna look a bit disheveled today because I've been at a 3-day event, but I'd rather just speak to you than, spend the time making it look perfect, because sharing is the most important thing. So today I'm doing my survey of the cryptocurrency space, like I do, see what's interesting. One of the most interesting things to me has happened. Something that I've been waiting for let's see, 2 years at least, almost 3 years. So I was a very early user of Steem. The Steem blockchain is designed for content, and most people call it Steemit, which is just one of the front-end websites that allows interaction with the Steem blockchain. Now, the whole idea is that it's a blockchain you can build social media applications on. Steemit.com was the first one, but now there are so many others. So the whole idea is if Steemit goes down, you can just use any other front end. Now, I saw a flaw in their economic model from the first day, and it was, where's the demand for the token, right? So what's the token for? The token is so you can stake the token, the Steem token, and then you get more influence in the network. Your vote, your like, has more power, and it gives more influence to the system on how rewards should be distributed, because every day new Steem is created and given out to the content creators. So it's like mining, but it's like mining by creating content, and then the community votes where the mining rewards should go. Even though there's no actual mining, it's mining through content creation. So that's a brilliant idea, right? Because it's like proof of brain, they call it proof of brain, that a human being had to create something, and that's proof of brain. Now, is that a big enough of incentive though? I didn't think so, to be honest. I thought content creators are just going to rather than put money in, is earn it and then stake it. That's what I did. I've put a few quid into it, but over time I've created content, posted it. People have upvoted my stuff. I've got rewards, and then I've basically reinvested it, if you like, by staking my rewards to get more influence and gradually compounded it over time. It takes a hell of a lot of work and a hell of a lot of time, to be honest. So the thing that I thought was missing though was an advertising model, because straight away I thought, well, that's just obvious. If everyone's posting content and upvoting people and so on and so forth, why not have a system built into the blockchain where I can do a promoted post and I can pay for it with Steem, obviously, and have that burned, right? All the advertising money would be burned. So that means that people who are not interested in creating content necessarily, say I was just, say I just had Cryptoversity in my online courses and wasn't creating YouTube videos, right? I say I want to advertise, right? So I do that on Facebook or Google or YouTube or any other advertising platform. But instead I could do it on Steem. So I'd create an advert, pay the Steem, and it would then insert itself, just like on Facebook or Twitter, into people's news feeds, right? So they wouldn't necessarily be subscribed to me, but I'm paying to be included in that feed. And the reason that the users would not mind this is that every time I spend Steem to buy an ad, the system that I'm advocating for is where I spend the money on advertising and that Steem gets burnt. So it destroys the supply. So you've still got supply being created every day to give to the content creators, but the way they cash out, if you like, the way they realize that value is by selling it to somebody. Well, who's going to buy it? The advertisers are going to constantly be buying it because they want that exposure, they want that attention. So that would create massive demand for the Steem token. That would bring more content creators to create more content, bring more eyeballs to the Steem platform, so that there's more eyeballs for the advertisers to get the return on investment. To me, that just makes way more sense than the current model. So back to what I said earlier, the only incentive right now to buy Steem is to stake it and get more influence on the network. I don't think that's a strong enough incentive. I honestly don't. So anyway, that's the setup. Today, what you may see from my screen here, see right at the top of Steemit.com is this, an ad banner. I've just clicked on it because my thing is a touch screen, and it says, where social media beats cryptocurrency, Steemit, advertise here. And I'm like, okay. I don't necessarily think they should have put it right at the top of the screen like an ad banner. I think they should have put it in the feed, like here, there's a bunch of content down the screen here, and I think it should have let you include in there, but hey, it's early days, it's early days, it's early days. And Steemit laid off 70% of their staff recently. That's because they just don't have a business model. They're relying on the Steem token trading at a certain value, and of course everything's crashed, so they're now struggling to meet their financial obligations, cut the team down, reduce overheads, and that kind of stuff. So they're like, ooh, really starting to really think about it now. Like, how do we get a sustainable business model? Well, 2 years later, right, advertising. But, you know, maybe this is the first version, I don't like that. But, I've filled out an application. Because you click it, you go to a form, and it says, like, who are you, what's your company, blah, 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 how much do you want to spend, blah, blah. So I filled all that out, said, I'm Cryptoverse, I want to advertise my online courses on Steem, and blah, blah, and I want to pay in Steem. I absolutely want to pay in Steem. And I actually said to them in the little comment box, it was like any additional comments, I said, you guys should have a system where I spend the Steem and you burn it. Excuse me. Because even if Steemit Inc., Steemit Incorporated, the core developers and the owners of Steem.com, they hold a bucket load of Steem tokens, right? So they could either just have cash flow coming in by selling advertising space at the top banner, like I just showed you, or they could implement this, blockchain-based advertising burn model where people spend money on advertising and that Steem is burnt, and that will cause an appreciation, a rising of the Steem token value. So then, if they need some cash, they can sell some of their own Steem holdings, right? But they're working and creating an incentive model so the whole ecosystem pushes the value of Steem up by demand, and then their holdings will be worth more. So I just think that's way more sustainable. I honestly do. There we go. That's the whole thing that came to mind this morning just now when I was looking at Steemit.com. So I've reached the end of that tether. If I carry on talking, then I'm just going to be filling it and wasting your time. So I think that is where I should end today's video. Again, I'm on the road, so hopefully this has been value to you. Let me know down in the comments below. I do like to hear from you, good, bad, or indifferent. Until the next time, guys, it's me, the disheveled Chris Coney, saying bye for now.